Hey YouTube family, Mr. Black Mamba 305 here with you. And as I'm driving to, thank you, appreciate it. As I'm driving to go to the gym, I just kind of want to take. Sorry about that, guys. Again, Mr. Black Mamba 305 with you guys, and yeah, guys. It seemed like I'm not supposed to do this live, but I'm gonna do it anyways. But again, yes. So I just want to come forward and personally thank everybody for supporting the channel. I really do appreciate everyone. And as the title states, I'm just kind of, I just want to thank everybody for getting me up to close to 3,000 subscribers. I know in the grand scheme of YouTubery and YouTube land, like 3,000 is not really a lot, but for me, it is quite an achievement, because I really don't put as much time into my channel as I should, and I'm happy for the subscribers that I have. I'm glad that I can, part some of my knowledge to the people in YouTube land, or anybody, looking to do some research on any of the firearms that I decide to, review or go over or show off, to come up on here and show off to anybody. That is not my thing. Anybody who actually knows me knows that I'm very reserved and in my own little space. I'm not really the show off type. I'm definitely not. But I mean show off in terms of let other people see a specific gun that they possibly don't have access to, or can fire, so you can live vicariously through me, which a lot of us do. I watch a lot of guys' channel like Demolition Ranch, Mac from Military Arms channel, Iraqi Veteran 8888, Garantham, all the famous YouTube channels that you guys watch. I watch it too, and I live vicariously through a lot of these guys. Believe me, some of the guns that they have, I can only dream of even thinking of even owning some of them. And automatic weapons, I'd love to have some of those, just to get the chance to fire. I fired some of them, but I've never had the opportunity to own them, and I'd love to, but you guys know that those things are super expensive. So again, I just want to come on here and thank everyone, and I'm actually heading towards the gym, but I'm getting my pre-workout, some coffee. Gotta get some Joe. And I sometimes I take some pre-workouts to go to the gym, but not all the time. A lot of times I just take some coffee. The caffeine helps to kind of like, get my blood going, get my circulation going, so I can, I can get my workout going. One of these days I'm gonna take you guys to the gym with me. I'm not super the strongest guy, but my maximum bench is, I think, 485. I've squat over almost 400 pounds already. I'm not the biggest guy, and I'm not a power lifter, but I'm a pretty strong dude. Anybody who knows me and see me in the gym, they already know that, I can back that up. But I'm not here for that. I just kind of like want you, guys know a little bit more about me. Again, I just want to thank you guys for, sticking with the channel. If you haven't unsubscribed already, I appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. And then with all that said, guys, my aim this year is to get to about 10,000 subscribers. Don't know how possible that is, but I will definitely try my best to get to that point. I'm going to try to put out more content, but as you guys know, putting out more content is super expensive, especially for somebody that's not a full-time YouTuber, to go to the range, to get your bags packed, to buy ammo, to pay for range time, just all that stuff, guys. You guys know it is a lot of time and money. So if you guys ever want to support the channel, I'm gonna go ahead and create a Patreon account, a Cash App, and if anything you guys want to support the channel, you guys can feel free to do so. But the main reason why I came on the live today is not only to thank you guys, my subscribers, but is also to motivate a lot of people. This morning I got up, and I said to myself, man, you are truly blessed. And I'm not a rich guy. I'm not the richest guy. If anybody knows me, I save a lot. And you know what I mean? And I try my best to stay within my lane, in terms of whatever it is, whatever it's a law or whatever it might be. I'm sometimes people see other people on TV and they or on YouTube or wherever, and they think that that life is so easy and everything is so easy. And I want you guys to know that life isn't easy. Even the people that you think are the richest, the people who you think that are in the best position in life, sometimes it's not easy for them. A lot of them are going through so much mental issues or whatever it may be. So I just want you guys to know that every day you wake up and above ground, you have to be definitely thankful. One of the first things I do in the morning when I get up is to get down and pray. Sometimes I don't physically get down on my knees and pray, but a lot of times, not a lot of times, almost all the time, in my mind I'm speaking to God, and I'm saying, God, thank you for today, thank you for what you've given me, whether I have a job, whether I don't have a job, whether I have food on my table, whether I don't have food on my table, whether I can afford to pay my bills, whether I cannot afford to pay my bills. Guess what? I'm still grateful. And a lot of times we're always complaining about the things that we don't have, what I mean? But yet still, when we do have the things we do have, we never take the time out to be grateful to God for what he has given us. What I mean? And I'm not preaching to anybody. I'm just simply saying that we have to be grateful for the things that we have. And like I said, this morning I woke up, man, and there's a lot of things that I don't have, what I mean? And I'm still grateful no matter what it is. It don't matter whatever situation I'm ever in. I'm always grateful to be alive. I'm from Jamaica. A lot of you guys might possibly hear my accent already. And in my country, a lot of things are very hard for a lot of people. Yes, a lot of people there, like many other countries, can afford very nice things. Some people can't, but at the same time, there's a lot of people who wake up, and I was one of them. I grew up poor as hell. Now, I own my own home, so forth, so forth, so forth, but at the same time, it wasn't always like this, and there's a lot of people going through that right now, and they can't afford to eat, they can't afford to sleep, they can't afford to pay their bills, they can't afford to send their kids to school, they can't afford to buy food for their families. And yet still, a lot of times we here who have so many things to be grateful for, we're never outspoken about it and say, hey, you know what, I'm grateful that I woke up this morning, I'm grateful that I have the energy to go get a job, I'm grateful that I have clothes on my back, I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. And you guys got to think about it. I live obviously here in the United States, and I'm only saying this for people who lives outside of the United States. We can get up and we have government subsidies, we can apply for this, apply for that, and just have it at our disposal, to feed our family. Like, I grew up in Jamaica, we didn't have any government cheese, or anything like that. We don't get, free homes from the government, and I'm pretty sure the government does a lot of things to help people in Jamaica, but here in the United States, the government does a lot more. And if you really want to, to get a lot of things from the government, and if you look in the right place or ask the right questions, you can actually get that. You can get the help you need. But people in other countries don't have that, that luxury. So the point I'm trying to make is, guys, we just have to be grateful for every day God has given us, for everything that you have, and even for the things that you don't have. Because I'm gonna tell you, some of the things that you don't have, is not necessarily good. It's a good thing, because imagine if everybody gets everything they want. What I mean? Who's gonna have those jobs where they're cleaning toilets, or cleaning the streets, or working in restaurants, or working in in infrastructure? If everybody's a millionaire, are we gonna even live in a world to enjoy those millions? So you can't necessarily have everything you want. But I'm trying to say, guys, just keep yourself motivated. Even though life might be super difficult for you guys and it might be terrible, think about the things that you do have. One second, I'm gonna take a sip of this because I'm going into the gym in a minute. Yeah, so just be grateful for the things that you do have. What I mean? For instance, a lot of people, they have millions of dollars and they don't have good health. You might be poor and broke as hell, or broke as me, but guess what? You have life. What I mean? You can get up, you can go to work, you can go outside, enjoy the sun, you can go to the beach. What I mean? You can spend time with your family. But a rich man has none of that. You know what I mean? So you definitely have to be grateful. And when you see other people doing stuff, don't think that, hey, God just neglected me and that person has this and that person has that. Sometimes it's not your time, and I definitely believe in timing. You know what I mean? Believe me, when I left college, I was so broke, man. I was in my car. I slept in my car for almost 6 months, because I didn't have the money to do a lot of stuff. And now I own my own home, and I have more rooms that I can sleep in myself, and that I thank God for. At the time, I mean, I would never foresee that my future would, allow me to have certain things, you know what I mean? But because I kept my faith and stayed strong, God kind of pushed through with me, and I was able to do whatever it is that I'm doing now. You know what I mean? Even if you guys don't have that job that you guys actually want to get, it's not that you won't ever get that job. Sometimes it's not the right timing for you. So I've worked jobs that I wasn't necessarily happy with, but I worked them anyways, and sometimes that helped to propel me to a job that I actually want. And sometimes I can never see how one situation can lead to a positive another situation, but it does. So if you ever come and you're in like a certain type of situation where you see like it's like, what, it's almost impossible and I can't get out of it, man, just know that if you keep persevering, you keep striving, keep trying to do your best, believe me, it can happen for you. Just be grateful, be thankful, have faith in God that whatever you want, if you bind it here on earth, it's going to be bind in heaven, and it will happen. It definitely is going to happen. If it's in God's will for your life, it definitely will happen. You just got to keep going, keep striving, keep doing your best, keep pushing forward, keep being the best version of you, keep being nice to people, keep being honest to yourself and to other people, and you'll definitely get to a point, and again, I'm not necessarily at a point where I definitely want to be, but I'm being positive, I'm being thankful, I'm being proactive in everything that I can do to get to a certain point. And that's all I'm asking, that the people who are watching this video, if you need this motivation, this is what you can do. Be positive, be proactive in whatever it is that you're seeking to do. If you want to create a YouTube channel, go out there, buy a camera, start making videos. You never can tell. One video can go viral and shoot you up to millions of subscribers. If you want a job that you think you want and you don't think you can get it, keep working towards it. There's jobs, there's jobs that I'm looking forward to having, and I don't know if I'm going to get it, but I'm doing my best to get to that position, to where I can be the best candidate for that job, or get in a position where I can get that job. You know what I mean? If it's a house that you want, then, and you need to buy it, or, get the money to buy it, then guess what? You can't go out partying every weekend. You can't go to restaurants every God-given day and spend $800 a week just on, dining out. You got to, create a game plan out to buy that house, or, or you and your wife and your kids might have to, tie your stomach for a few years to get to that position where you guys can actually buy that house. You just have to work towards it. I ask God's guidance, and he definitely direct you in that path. If it's like, for instance, I see people on my YouTube channel, they ask me, oh, how come you have so many guns? To be honest with you, I didn't just get up and just buy a bunch of guns and started a channel. Little by little, if you want to say you want to do a YouTube channel, if you have one gun, you can still start your channel. If you have a Glock, and and you want to rock that and say, my Glock and me, or whatever, you can buy 1,000 rounds and make a bunch of videos, talk about the Glock, upgrade the Glock, talk about the parts, the sights, how to hold your gun, shooting range footage, shooting steel, shooting at 100 yards. There's so many things you can do with each gun and build a little clientele for yourself, build your own little niche in YouTube. So, with all that said, guys, I just want to thank you guys for supporting the channel. Thank you guys for supporting me. I know I'm not one of these big YouTubers, man, but I'm okay in my lane, man. I'm okay with just going one step at a time till I get to my goal. And again, my goal is to get to about 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It sounds almost impossible, but nothing is impossible with, you know, the big man upstairs. So, you know, guys, if you ever check out my channel and you like what you see, go ahead, like, subscribe, and share. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you for everything. Stay positive, stay checking on, you know, and, you know, just try to, whatever you do, you know, try to be the best version of you. Give God thanks and be grateful for everything that you have and everything that you don't have. Believe me, that is also very important. Thanks, guys. Peace.